What does it take to be top talent as a heating air conditioning technician or even a salesperson? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Coming to you live from Sacramento. So here's the thing. I just shot a video talking about that there's only so many unicorns out there, but on the flip side, I wanted to give you a representation on what it takes to be a unicorn in the world of sales. And we're going to start with internal, and then we're going to flip around and talk about internal. So internal is like my beliefs, the things that I have to do. And so number one, rule number uno is personal dedication. Like, what are you going to do for off interactions? Like, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Christopher Shaw. I trained him early 2006, 2007, and we would meet every morning and role play for an hour and on our own time. And people would come to work with us, and they would say, you guys are faking it and you're sandbagging it and you're doing the door approach over and over and over again. And if you didn't know, Mr. Christopher Shaw was top tech in the United States from like 2008 till 2015, and nobody could beat the dude, right? And I will tell you, hands down, personal dedication was the thing. And number two, pay for your own training. You know, you might have to buy some books, you might have to buy some audibles, you might have to drop a couple of grand to go to a class. There's content in there that most people don't know about. And then number three on this list on personal dedication, or C, worry about yourself first. Like, you got to put your oxygen mask on first, and that's what you got to be dedicated to do. With this on this list is focus. Like, you have your own goals. You have all the own drive and all the own desire that you want. Things that I want in my life are not necessarily what you want. Me, house on the North Shore of Oahu. You could be like, that's silly, but I want to watch big wave surfing in the winter. You know, that could be your process. That could be everything that you've decided that you're going to do. Now, I'll give you an example. When I worked with Christopher Shaw, since I brought him up, his process and my process was we would fight each other to see who could have the best crease on our arm and our most polished shoes every day. And we would talk trash, like, my shoes are better polished than yours. Like, my focus was to deliver a superior process, and so was his focus. With this being said, number three, a boring, predictable sales process. Here's what happens with technicians and salespeople is they go and they learn something and then they get bored with it. They change it, they modify it, they adapt it, and then they really struggle to close deals and they can't pinpoint it, right? There's probably 25 in-home sales processes out there. All of them work to a certain degree or another. All of them can end up being boring. And then number four, drown out what other people say. I don't really care about what other people say about me unless somebody loves me or unless somebody's paying me money, right? So, like, you can be like, Scott's bald. Like, that's true. Scott's got fat cheeks. Oh, that's probably true too, right? But like, you have your own version of this. You have your own beliefs. You have your own struggles that you go through. And when other people talk their trash, you have to drown them out. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. I will give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, or discounted training. So let's talk about the external. Those are all the things that everybody sees around you. Everybody sees what you're doing. And one of them is, you got to be you. I'm me, you're you. I have my beliefs, my feelings, my worries. You have your beliefs, your feelings, and your worries, right? And we may have two of the same identical presentations, but we do and say things a little bit differently. Perfect. Like, when I work with heating air conditioning technicians or even salespeople, 99% of the time I'll say, like, say it however you want. And 1% of the time I'll say it exactly how I say it. Say it exactly how I say it, okay? Number two, you have to prepare for the call. Everybody has their own version of this. And when you do a ride-along, there's a lot of similarities of, like, here's what I got to do to focus. Maybe I call the person and let them know I'm on the way. Maybe I get out of the car and check my gig line and check my teeth and make sure that I don't have, you know, hair hanging out of my ears or boogers hanging out of my eyes or my nose. Like, those are all the things. Number three, match the energy in the call. You do that how you do it. I do it how I do it. Number four, persistence. Persistence is asking for the sale, dealing with objections, dealing with concerns, dealing with weird situations. And with that being said, number five, say what needs to be said in the way that you would say it. Right? I tend to be a little bit more brash and say what I'm thinking, and, like, we're going to knock down some doors. There's other people who may dance around the topic. You know which the right answer is? The one that gets you the deal, silly. And then number six, sign language number six, ask for the deal. So when I get the opportunity to work with top salespeople, watch top salespeople, work with top technicians, watch top technicians, these are all the common traits. These are all the things that I see. They're like, oh, That is why they close deals. Are there other reasons? I mean, I could make you a list of like 1,000 things, but I wanted to keep it to like under 10. I wanted to keep it to like, hey, here is really what I see the external version of what's going down, and the internal version, or the internal version, external version, I got them flipped. On average, I screw up 4 times a day. That was like number 3. I get to go home and take a nap when if I screw up again. So yeah, are there traits? Are there people out there that are doing big things in the industry? Absolutely. Absolutely. Are some of them fed? Yep. Can you get to that position? You probably can. With the right work, with the right effort, if that's what you want to do in life. Some people don't want to perform all the way up here because it requires work. Some people would rather be down here. If that's you, that's your decision. I can't tell you what to do. I can't force you to be better at what you do. I can give you the goods. I can say, hey, here's what I see the top people doing, and you have every skill, talent, and capability to do it. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here, just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.